Nod or shake reviews. Willie nod or Willie shake. Yeah!
Hello, welcome to Nod or Shake. Nod if it's good, shake if it's not so good. Either way, you should check it out. Because it's 300, baby.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like,
Ooh.
I was just gonna say, like, I hand you the mic to do the intro, and
Well, you said,
like,
well, just
you
before.
sound like we're at a funeral.
First off, you have the crappiest mic on planet Earth.
I do.
So it picks up highs, like, you know, you got to hold this thing outside so people don't lose eardrums.
You do.
But then you hand it to me, you're like this, don't yell in it.
Well, yeah.
How am I supposed to get people?
Scream.
Yeah, but how do you get people hyped up?
It's
Hey,
the
John.
300th episode.
You literally just scared that kid that was walking right next to your car
really?
right there.
Okay.
Nice.
All right, that's all right.
That kid's like, what?
Did you do not if it's good, shake if it's not?
Yeah,
so
I did. Not if it's good. You want to say it 300 times?
Yeah.
Not if it's good. Shake if it's not so good. Either way, you should check it out because it may be your next favorite movie, or maybe not. In my case, a lot of the time. What is it called?
Sinners.
Sinners.
Sinners. I give it a nod. Jim Bobby's giving it a weird. My neck hurts. You wish you could shrug, don't you?
No.
Don't you?
No, it's a nod.
You
It's a
wish
nod.
You could
No.
shrug.
No. Wrong.
So
It's a nod. God damn it, Johnny.
I wanna acknowledge the elephant in the room. What are you doing? Did you break?
I
my
don't know
car?
why you have to park knowing that when we come out here, the sun is... Do you see this right now? There is no good spot.
That's why I got my sunglasses on, baby.
It's a 300 episode. I don't want your crust. Oh, man. I'm complaining about not being able to see. Johnny hands me a pair of Walter Goggins goggle glasses that's got crust all over them.
The number one thing about this movie that needs to be acknowledged is the music. This movie falls apart without the music. It is probably one of the most memorable
In a while.
in a while, in a very long time.
It went like, and not just the...
Definitely of the year. You were saying something and I interrupted you?
No, I kind of interrupted you.
You
So I'm gonna for the 300th time be more polite than you.
That's the opposite. I think his name is Ludwig Göransson. It's the guy who did the Mandalorian theme song.
His name is Ludwig?
They got him back, baby. Beethoven. I don't know. Yeah, I think so.
Wow. You can't have a name. Your parents named you knowing, like, yeah, you're going to be a prodigy.
Yeah. So yeah, there were, and the second thing I want to acknowledge that I'm sure a lot of people are thinking is this From Dusk Till Dawn? Yes and no.
It's the same as, like, is From Dusk Till Dawn any other trapped in a single spot?
True.
And having
I would say the biggest indifference and probably the most important piece is the setting of the movie and the characters of the movie. You'll understand when you watch it. That plays a big part of the movie, whereas From Dusk Till Dawn it didn't. And then with Dusk Till Dawn, I think they focused more on the horror. So if you're thinking of this is going to be a balls out horror movie, it's not really that.
No.
I don't think. I would actually say that one of the things that I was kind of like about was the pacing, and I felt like because the pace,
this is why I'm not saying anything before.
This
our
is
review.
what happens when you go last. I had the same thought.
No, you
literally.
didn't. No, you didn't.
Yes,
No,
I
you
did.
didn't.
Yes,
No,
I
you
did.
didn't. I've never heard you say the word pacing in your life.
So I think because they took just a hair bit too long for the introduction of the characters, that the monster part at the tail end felt very rushed, a little too rushed.
No, it was 100% rushed.
So it was
Like, there was
I
no-
understand character development. I understand you gotta get to know your characters.
But there's also climactic.
You gotta-
like, you have to have the way the climax is supposed to happen also has to happen in that same light.
Yeah.
So when the woman finally ends up saying the thing where, spoilers, everybody, welcome to the 300. When the woman finally goes like, "Come on in," like,
Yeah.
you're like, man, she went from 0 to 60 in like seconds. She went from, okay, vampires outside, let's not mess around to, oh, we messing around.
Yeah.
Doing the mess around.
I want to give big credit to...
Me?
No. Ryan Coogler, the director, Michael B. Jordan playing two people. There was some great camera work going on. Some things I really appreciated in the movie. And I want to give credit to, I don't know his name, but he played the main bad guy. He played the villain. He was great. Never seen him in anything in my life. If you want to watch a vampire movie, spoilers, if you want to watch a vampire movie that a vampire does the river dance, this is your movie.
Not only does the river dance, but does it very well.
Right, so that's my 300th review.
I'll take that. My turn.
Why'd you take it like I'm quarantined?
My turn.
Because I'm giving it a nod. There are things that I definitely are like, man, it's because, like, the time that it's based in, I 100%, that's, like, I do believe that they were, like, I don't like saying historically accurate, but, like, you know, it felt like the time. They definitely made it feel like the time. The pacing was my major thing. I really felt the pacing was off. But it's a nod for me for a multitude of reasons. Number one, they mentioned the lore of the Haints, and if you don't know Haints, they're like, you know, very, 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 very similar to vampires. And there's this book called Haint that I very much recommend if you like that kind of thing. The main bad guy actually felt like a villain, very intimidating. I would have liked to have seen more of him, is my only thing. I think he was very, very good. And he had chemistry. Like, you wanted him on the screen. Michael B. Jordan as well. It's not easy to act in the same picture and actually pull off playing two separate people. And every single time when both of them weren't together on screen, you knew which one you were dealing with, which brother. At least that's what I felt like, which is hard to do. I mean, think of The Parent Trap. Pick which Lindsay Lohan is which. That's why Lindsay Lohan is most of the time in that movie. She's with her second partner. They're never separated because you wouldn't know which one you're dealing with. What?
I didn't see The Parent Trap, either of them.
Okay, well, we're dealing on a whole other thing on the 300. Guess what 301 for you is, bro?
The Parent Trap.
Wait, so yeah, it's a not. What was it for me? Yeah,
It was
no,
a nod.
I forgot about this movie already. No, it's worth it. And Johnny's right. Music, both. So like, there's music embedded in it that's like not the score, but like it also is the score. But then there's the musical score where they just completely kept changing it. But then you also felt like in certain instances that you were watching something like out of Castlevania. And I loved that.
I would say one of the biggest differences between this and From Dusk Till Dawn was this was very music focused. It was about what music can do and the changes of music, and it was
That and
it was a big thing about music.
Music
was the center of
From
it.
Dusk Till Dawn just had so many other things going for it. Like it very heavily
Come on, Sex Machine!
Sex Machine. Why did he toss him out the window? Oh, well, he was a vampire at that point. Very convenient. From Dusk Till Dawn, to me, it's practical effects. It's Robert Rodriguez
Quentin Tarantino.
and Quentin Tarantino at like their best when it came to like horror and action, and George Clooney, as much as he's a douchebag, it's his best role. Sorry, ER sucks. And he's no Batman. But yeah, no, it's a different movie. It's a completely different film. This doesn't heavily focus on like the look of the vampires,
No, which I actually liked.
which I didn't mind. Yeah, I and the only other thing I didn't like love is the title of the film. I don't get why it's called Sinners. It doesn't really fit. And that's it.
That's for you to decide. Alrighty.
No. That's the fact. 300.
Bye.
Do we have to do 3?
Thanks for cringing!